Hello, everybody. I'm Evika Tsapi. I'm the Program Director and Admissions Tutor for the BSc Psychology with Education. I'm a Principal Teaching Fellow in Psychology and Special Education. My areas of expertise lie in autism, dyslexia, ADHD, and developmental and educational psychology. So these are the areas I'm teaching in during the degree. I'm excited to be leading a multidisciplinary degree which offers students the opportunity to explore different areas in psychology and the applications of psychological research in educational settings.
Hi, my name is Nancy. I'm a third year student studying psychology with education at UCL.
Hi there, I'm Jake. I'm a first year student at UCL. There was a few reasons why I chose the Psychology of Education course, but the main one really is because it offers a unique opportunity of being obviously a fully accredited BPS degree, which obviously allows me to pursue a career in the pure science of psychology of like a psychologist or a counsellor, whilst at the same time simultaneously giving me a basis in education as well. So if I wanted to get into teaching, that could be really handy. For me, this was really very attractive in a course because it gives me the options and various opportunities, which gives me time to explore different avenues. And it was kind of the best of both worlds. So for me, it was the best course and the reason why I chose it.
Hello everyone, my name is Maya and I'm a second year psychology with education student. Before I chose my course, I knew that I wanted to work with special needs children in an education context. So psychology with education was really that perfect blend. Our course heavily focuses on both psychology and education. Neither is favored more than the other, so you really get to learn a lot from both fields.
One of the reasons that I decided to study psychology with education at UCL was because of the modules that they offered. Compared to straight psychology at some of the other universities that gave me an offer, the modules on this course just seemed a lot more interesting. And thankfully I've been proven right, having spent the past 2 years studying something that I've really loved.
Hi, I'm Marnie and I'm a third year student. I wanted to study at UCL's IOE because of its reputation for world-leading research and lecturers, which meant I was being taught by the best in their field. I also really like the idea of studying in central London. It's full of opportunities, both socially and academically, that you just won't get anywhere else.
I'm from a city up north called Leeds, and so choosing to study at a university in London was one of the best decisions I made. Living in London, close by to university, is exciting, it's fun, there are so many opportunities for things to get involved in, not to mention things at the university itself to get involved in. And compared to Leeds, the pace of life is a lot quicker. But I think that's exactly what I wanted when I was deciding which university to go to. UCL is in a brilliant location, it has a brilliant reputation, and of all the universities in London, it was the one that I wanted to go to the most. One of my favourite things about this degree is that I don't feel like I'm still studying. I'm learning about something that I enjoy, and unlike school, I don't feel as though I'm forced to learn the content. Instead, it's all content that I want to learn myself. At university, like most people will tell you, you meet some amazing people. You meet people who end up being your best friends, people who end up being your housemates. You meet staff who are so supportive.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nicola Abbott and I'm a lecturer in social psychology. As a social psychologist, I'm really interested in how people behave when they're in a group, and my specialist area is bullying in schools. For example, I've looked at developing anti-bullying interventions for schools, so trying to help with this real-world problem, but from a social psychology point of view.
I'm Liori Fan-Pollack and I'm a senior teaching fellow. I studied here at UCL. I did a BSc in biology and I later got into psychology because I was interested to find out how the brain works. So how we think, how we feel, how we remember, why we sleep, how we communicate. And nowadays I'm very interested in studying the processes of reading and how we read in different languages.
Hi everyone, my name is Vasily and I'm a psychology and human development research technician. My research interests span across cognitive sciences and the use of technology with an aspect of health. For instance, I'm currently researching how to help smokers quit smoking using text messages.
Hi everyone, this is Carrie, and I'm one of the lecturers who will be teaching you this year. I teach across the degree program. In year 1, you'll find me on the Psychological and Research module. This is where you'll learn about the research process. You'll learn how to read and critique scientific papers, to then eventually write one yourself. You will work in teams with your classmates to design experiments and interviews to answer interesting research questions about human behavior. By the end of the module, you will have the tools to test some of the ideas that you might have about the people around you, and maybe even the skills to help them as well.
So you'll meet me in year 1 in Psychology, Science of Behaviour, where we'll cover classic topics like social influence, but we'll think about them from an applied perspective, like how can we address real world issues? For example, the COVID-19 situation at the moment, we can think about social influence and how important it is whether people conform or obey COVID-19 regulations or not, and why might that be the case. So we can discuss these topics, critique them, and apply them to real-world situations.
On this BSc program, I'm the module leader for psychological research, which is the module where you learn about research and statistics. And it's very fun because you get to do lots of research projects with your friends and on your own. In year 2, I teach and I lead the brain and behavior module, which is fascinating because you get to learn all about the brain. And I also teach across all the other modules on the program, so I'll be seeing you quite a lot then.
Our degree is inclusive. We have students from all over the world, and we're really proud to be working in partnership with our students throughout their studies.
Even as an international student, I never felt left out or unassisted. There are students from all over the world studying in this inclusive program, and they make sure everyone's voices could be heard.
Hi, I'm Yana and I'm a first year. One of my favorite things about the course is that help and resources are easily accessible. The faculty has wonderful structures in place to support you throughout your degree. From the peer mentoring program in the beginning of first year, to the wonderful staff in the library, there's always somebody looking out for you. You will benefit from a lot of personal attention from a great academic team who are always willing to accept feedback and who are constantly working to improve the course.
My favorite thing about this course is the people that we learn from. Our regular lecturers are at the top of their fields and are active researchers. So everything that they teach you, it's not only insightful, but it's also really current. We also have a range of guest lecturers who come in to discuss their own niche areas of psychology. For example, a lecturer came in to talk about the psychology of music and music education. This goes to show that whatever you're learning and discussing, you are truly learning from the best of the best.
My favourite part about the course is that we're a really small cohort. This allows you to form really strong friendships with both peers and teaching staff who provide excellent support, both personally and academically, throughout your degree.
So my time at university up until now, I've never felt lonely, I've never felt a lack of support. Instead, there are just so many services to make sure I'm still healthy, still happy, and that's something that I think is really important.
My favorite part of the degree is a variety of supports provided to our students. When any difficulties happen in your personal or academic life, you can always reach to your personal tutor or student rep for help.
One thing I really like about the degree is the opportunities we give students to be assessed in different ways. So apart from the usual essays and exams, they may have to design a wiki page or prepare a research grant or make a presentation or write a critique of an article. So quite a lot of variety in the assessment methods there. In addition, students are learning in different environments and different groups. So they have lectures in big groups, smaller groups, they have seminars, workshops, labs. So quite a lot of variety of intervention, really.
You will get to meet me during your first year in the psychological research module. In that module, I'm going to help you and support you with the use of various technologies and applications to collect data as well as analyze data and explain human behavior. You will see me again during your second year in the research methods and statistics module, where we're going to cover a bit more advanced things around research and research designs. Then you will finally see me in your third year during the psychological research project module, where I'm going to support you and help you with the materialization of your final year research piece. For example, you will come and see me a lot and ask questions about the resources and equipment available in the department that you can use to understand better human behavior, such as the use of psychometric tests that are measuring intelligence or other equipment such as eye tracking that are measuring movements of eyes and it can explain other clinical behaviors.
My research project is examining any differences of parental stress and social support between Chinese and UK parents of children with autism. After the degree, I'm going to study a master in research design and methodology at the University of Oxford and a full-time doctoral degree after that.
My research project is on whether there's a relationship between resting heart rate and psychopathic traits. It's really exciting, and when I finish, I'm going to be studying graduate entry medicine to become a doctor.
One more thing that we offer that we feel is very important for students is hands-on experience. So we're supporting the students to get opportunities to either get paid work placements or to volunteer in different charities and organizations so they can enhance their CVs.
Once you get settled in, there's also a lot of opportunities to get involved. You can become a course representative or join our new psychology society. These are just a couple of the reasons why I think our course is a great choice, and I'm looking forward to welcoming you in the fall.
There are sufficient supports for seeking work and volunteering. Weekly job opportunities are posted to everyone through email. Career events and volunteering fairs are organized in each term. Everyone could find something for themselves. UCL Career also has a free application advice services and mock interview to help you succeed on your future study and career.
I think UCL is a great place to study, and I'm not just saying it because I studied here, but it's also a great place to work, and you will see this when you meet us because we are a very close team and we care a lot about our students, and we always work very closely with you guys to make sure that you have the best experience.
What I love most about this course is that you get to meet people from all over the world. In fact, that is a running theme in the research that I do. I'm interested in how children and adolescents from different cultures develop trust in other people and how this relates to their mental well-being. With that said, wherever you are in the world, I look forward to meeting you soon.
In addition to the academic experience here at UCL, there are so many societies and clubs that students could explore and engage with, so that there is a lot of community and social support that is offered at the university. I really hope you will choose UCL Institute of Education for your studies next year. I'm looking forward to welcoming you at the BSc Psychology with Education.